I apologize for that brief interruption. I'm in my office and I forgot to turn off the phone. So, long story short, generating leads on the internet and on pay-per-click is great. It's getting harder, but it's really, really hard to sponsor those distributors that you're able to generate from different marketing methods on the internet, because they're already with network marketing or direct sales opportunities. And there's two types of distributors that are near impossible to sponsor into your business. Ask me how I know. Number one, a new distributor. If someone just joined a business in their first 3 to 6 months, they're going to be in love with that company. And no matter what you have, or what company you're with, or how much money you're making, or whatever, they're going to be completely married to that opportunity. It happens so much. It's like it's almost like the emotional attachment to like a child. It's like no one wants to be told that they've got an ugly baby. And it's the same thing with new home-based business opportunities. It's like people are like crazy in love with them. And I've stopped trying to figure out how and why. It's just, just a fact. And the second type of distributor that's nearly impossible to sponsor is a distributor that's already making money with their opportunity. So you're not going to really come across those distributors. They're not going to fill out lead generation forms on the internet. Those are people that you may come across on the internet using pay-per-click or whatever. Maybe they'll want to join a secondary opportunity. But usually if you get on the phone, they're not going to want to talk to your sales closer. They're going to want to talk to you directly. And you're going to need to be someone of importance and status and already be making money in order to pull a big distributor over to your business as their primary opportunity or their secondary opportunity. So that's stuff you worry about down the road. And, I've personally never done it, and it's not necessary in order to make a lot of money in this business. So new distributors need to sponsor fast or they'll leave your business. That's just a fact. So why I love this strategy is that it gets people working literally from day one. It's like, forget your auto ship arriving, forget anything, as long as you have an opportunity, it's like, boom, day one, leads, sales closer, action happening. And everything starts to happen fast, and there's actual movement instead of a person sitting around at their desk and rearranging things. And, am I going to make a phone call today? Am I going to go to my local hair salon and ask someone to join my business or to have a party? It's like, boom, there's action from day one, and you need to get your new distributors going right away so they start to get excited and they start to get belief in themselves and in their business, like I told you before. So what I also love is that it doesn't take much to master the lead generation company principle. You just need a simple understanding of ROI, testing and tracking, and how to let your winners run. It's like, cut the losers, let the losers go, cut them loose, and let the winners run. So the advanced strategies involved in lead generation is just simply this. You need to understand ROI, which just means return on investment. Now, ROI is a fairly advanced concept. It's used in all areas of investing, stock market investing, real estate investing, and it's definitely used in the home-based business world. And understanding home-based business ROI is one of the most important concepts that you'll ever grasp. Now, I started teaching ROI about 2 years ago, and I've had so many questions and I did so many webinars on ROI. I actually created a course called ROI Profit Secrets. It's one of my most favorite courses because it teaches something that most people, well, I don't know of anyone out there that's teaching it. And the second thing is that this is kind of the missing link. This is the thing that people don't get. And if they really, really understood home-based business ROI, they'd feel more comfortable about their investments, and they'd also be a lot more successful. So simple understanding of ROI would just be, the amount of money that you're investing in leads and a sales closer, what is that bringing to your business? What are you getting? And testing and tracking comes in where you're going to want to test different lead sources. Now, if you go to Global Family Leads, there's the primary lead company that we use. And I also have other companies like there's 30-second premium leads. I think it's 30 second. Yeah, I think it's under 30secondpremiumleads.com. These are partnerships that I have with the lead generation companies that I've used for the past couple of years. And what you need to do is you need to test where the best lead sources are coming from, where you're making the most sales from, where you're getting the best sponsorships, where the best distributors are coming from. That's it. It's not all that difficult. I mean, and it's actually something that your sales closer, can do for you, especially if you have one working exclusively for you, where they just keep track. Okay, this person I sponsored from this lead source. This person came from this lead source. And then a year later, you can be like, wow, this person's been awesome in my business. And then you can go back and see, well, what lead source did they come from? And if you find that some of the better distributors in your business all come from one lead source, don't you think you should maybe invest more money in that lead source? Definitely. So, and how to let your winners run is that if you find a great source for sales or for leads or for sponsorships, maximizing those opportunities and spending and spending and spending and investing and investing and investing in more and more leads and growing your business more and more and more and more, because you're maximizing the opportunity that you have. It's this, you found a proven source, a proven business building source, and you really got to step on the gas. Some of the greatest financial blunders I've ever made in my life have been finding a winner and not throwing everything and the kitchen sink at it to really maximize that opportunity. And also knowing when to let losers go. If you're good at testing and tracking, you'll be like, listen, this source, I've only sponsored one person in the past 500 leads. It's cost me this much money. The person that I sponsored over the past 6 months hasn't been so good, and then maybe you stop that lead source. Now, you don't want to stop things too early, because sometimes the leads that you contact in month one, say for instance, January, some of those leads will end up joining your business in March, April, May as well. You'll sponsor people right away in January, but some of the people that were contacted need a little bit more time to decide. So you don't want to cut things loose too quickly, but at a certain point, if you're finding you're like, you know what, this lead source is awesome, these perform okay, I'm going to take the money that I was spending on those other two that were just performing okay and throw them all at this one lead source and really maximize that. That's all that's really required to master this strategy, which I talked about it for about 10 minutes. It's not all that much. There's some basic calculations involved. So you want to get to 120 leads a day as fast as possible and beyond. So 120 leads are about what a sales closer can contact for you in a day. I'd say between 100 to 120 leads a day. Then you have a sales closer working for you full time. They know your opportunity inside and out, the entire sales process, what websites you want people sent to, et cetera, et cetera. And because the sales closer is living and breathing your opportunity, and they already know a lot about 30-second sponsoring, you're going to have a lot more efficiency in your business, and you're going to get a lot more sponsorships. And you just want to always test your best sources of leads, because you want to know, where am I getting the most sales from? Where am I getting the most sponsorships from? Where am I getting the highest quality distributors from? So if you have a lead source where you're just sponsoring a lot of people, but they don't end up materializing into good distributors, maybe there's something about where the leads are coming from that give you more quality distributors. Maybe there's something on that form that really qualifies a distributor. Maybe there's more questions or whatever it is, and you can look into that if you want to. I know I have. I've found a couple of lead sources. Actually, the lead sources, I've used about 12 to 15 lead sources over the past 4 years. And the few that I still use today are the ones that I share with you at globalfamilyleads.com. So those I love for all of these, for sales, for sponsorships, and for the quality of distributors. Now, I can't tell you which one that I like the best for each thing, because it's going to depend mainly on your opportunity. Your opportunities might be different from mine. The entrance fees might be, it might be higher in your opportunities, or the auto ships might be higher or lower, or the products or the services may be different. So that's really going to determine, where the best, where the sponsorships and the quality of distributors have come from. But my favorite sources are the ones that I share with you at globalfamilyleads.com. To view the rest of the videos in this training series, simply go to www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com. Again, that's www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com.